Haiti Biz News Show, Monday to Friday, bringing you news that's going to keep you informed, engaged, and reacting in the most optimal way for your business, investment, and entrepreneur activity. Today is the 11th of June. Let's talk about it. We have a story that I haven't seen really engaged or talked about anywhere else, and despite its critical importance, the Dominican Republic has been under a blockade for the past week. It was occurring on the Haitian side by Haitian union drivers, truckers, and carriers who were protesting a condition that they found was absolutely unacceptable, which related to the treatment of their drivers on the Dominican side. Two lightning rod instances in particular. The first was by a driver by the name of Orly Sena, who, while driving in Dominican Republic, not too far from the border, between the border and San Domingo, was cut off by a Dominican driver. There were passengers in his vehicle, Dominican passengers, and at least 5 died due to the accident. This driver, despite corroborating information saying that he wasn't at fault, was detained on the Dominican side by Dominican police and army for a period of over quite some time, detained with limited access to legal processes. Right. Another driver by the name of Jean Ronald was shot by the army during a routine stop on the Dominican side while presenting his papers. And many sources are saying that it was unjust. The reason why he was shot, there was no reason for it. And there's been little recourse or investigation on the Dominican side to why Jean Renaud was shot in the arm during this army checkpoint and stop. So it's been instances like this that the Haitian Union and Haitian drivers have found unjust, unacceptable, and we're performing a blockade on the Haitian side of Malpasse, and we're not allowing Dominican drivers across, and they themselves are not going inside, and it caused quite a crisis, for a week. Only recently has the blockade been lifted, and that was with the announcement that Aurélie Sena was going to be released on the 11th, which would be today. But the Haitian Union lead president and other associates have stated that they're more than willing to resume the blockade in the situation where Aurélie Sena doesn't get released, and or there's continual aggression against Haitian drivers. Now, opinion is certainly this is something that shouldn't be, when you have international relations like this being handled by unionists on the Haitian side, when normally a government should be handling these sort of relations. That is disappointing, but that certainly comes with the territory in Haiti. One has to do the things of the government here. So that's aspect number one. Aspect number two is that there is something that is very concerning when you have one of the second largest crossing of trade between the DR and Haiti, with the first being the intersection border much closer on the north, near Cap Haitien. But you have the largest border crossing, second largest border crossing in Haiti between a very important trade partner. We have millions of dollars, almost equivalent to 5 to 10% of the Haitian GDP, that passes through that crossing and is blocked with no real recourse on the Haitian side. And the only reason why we're getting any traction occurring is because the Dominicans, who export quite a bit of products into Haiti, realized this was an incredible economic problem and reacted with the expedience of getting Orly Senat out of his detainment, right? So there's certainly something to be said about if your business is involves getting product from Haiti to DR or DR into Haiti, to ensure that your processes and the amount of leeway time that you provide yourself could account for having the fact that there may be a blockade or a situation that's going to slow down your receipt or your sending of your product across. Additionally, it's important that your process is robust enough to not be dependent on one singular point of entry. And that's one thing that did occur was that other ports of entry. Again, there's three main entryways, custom entryways, which is again the one closer to the north, near Cap Haitien, and then another on the side of Jacmel on the southern part, on the southern border, extreme southern border of Haiti. Okay, so if you like what we're doing here, you already know. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear your opinion on the fact that we had, for a week, we had a critically important border blocked, and you're probably hearing about this for the first time. I'd love to hear your take on that, right? Hit that subscription button, hit that notification, right? And of course, we got our Patreon. I won't hammer you about it, but that's there if you want to provide direct support. And we'll be back at it again tomorrow.